Sky.fm. Smooth jazz.
A very good day to you. Welcome to Sky.fm Smooth Jazz. My name is Jimi, live for the next 2 hours from Manhattan. And I got a little chill when I said that, because that was quite unusual for me. It's quite a sort of an amazing experience. Likely to get more amazing as it goes along. This next track is quite important and quite poignant because there's a very good reason for me playing it. And you'll never guess why. And it is actually a very sad thing, but I'll tell you in a minute. Ollie Silk. Okay, let me explain what's going on here then, shall I? This is Sky.fm Smooth Jazz, and this is our live show, which normally comes from London, England, because that's where I am. My name's Jimmy King, but today, because I'm not in London, England, it's coming live from Manhattan in the Sky.fm offices and our studio here. So a real thrill for those of you who normally watch the show on video, and probably some general indifference if you don't really, but hey, can't please everybody. If you'd like to watch the video, because we have a sort of a nice graphic going across the bottom for today's show, which is really cool. We don't normally have that. The technical bods have really excelled themselves this week. I was here on Friday, and the melee of people running around, plugging things into things, and generally doing very nerdy things was amazing. Never seen so many nerds in one place. So go to www.sky.fm/live show, and you will see me, brace yourself, here in the Sky Studios in Manhattan. www.sky.fm/live show, and you're here with me with the flash new graphic and a New York location. You can also say hi on the forum. A few people have done that already, and I'm already behind, so I'll give you the address for that in a moment. I want to explain this track. This track is by Ollie Silk. It's called Juice is Wild. The reason it's poignant for today was because the man playing the sax on it is Jared, the guy who plays sax for Peter White when he's doing his live gigs, and Jared was actually planning to be here today. He was going to come and be our surprise guest, but unfortunately got called away in the last minute, and as he had a 4-hour trip from Washington to get here, it would have been a bit of a tall order. But he is going to be in the UK to finish his new CD off in the coming weeks, and therefore he will, he says, pop in and talk to me there when he's in the Chiswick area. And that'll be, of course, when we're back. Okay, let's keep it moving, shall we? www.sky.fm/live show for the video. And if you just want to carry on listening, that's fine too. This is Acoustic Alchemy and Angel of the South. We've got James over the back here, which you can't see yet. I have got a guest today, though. I have got a guest. We just won't put James on though. But he's an Acoustic Alchemy fan, so he's about as happy as it gets at the moment. Shall I say hi to a few people? I'll do that quickly while there's a bit of intro going on. Hi to Minerva, who's already in. Minerva has sent me a little something, which I'll show you on screen shortly. Hi to Michael Torgerson, to Crit in Cincinnati, and to Eric L. Acoustic Alchemy and Angel of the South. Okay, because we're live from New York today, we don't have the usual lines of communication that we have back in London because they took so long to set up, it's just untrue. So no phone lines today. We do have Skype though for messages if you want to type one. Can't take a call on Skype either, so no live calls today sadly, but hey, can't have everything, can you? Our address at Skype is Sky Smooth Jazz, all one word, and you can send me a little message that way. The best way to do a message though, because I can read them all in one long row, here on my screen to my left, your right if you're looking at me, is the forum. If you go to, you don't have to type www or anything, just in the top of your internet browser type forums.sky.fm and you'll be in with me on the forum there. You need to find the Smooth Jazz channel when you get there, and when you've found that, find the top thread, or the second one down, which will be the thread saying today's live show from New York. Leave a message on there and I will say hi to you on the show sometime in the next, what now is 1 hour 45 remaining. Okay, so forums.sky.fm, that gets you in. And you can say hi to me, I'll say hi to you, and we'll have a wonderful time here from New York. Okie dokie. That's Marc Antoine and Latin Quarter. Yeah. We are so not in the Latin Quarter, actually. We're in downtown Manhattan. So back to my hellos, because I'm behind at the moment. Let's just move my microphone around here. Getting used to the studio layouts here. Hi to IT Girl in Suffolk, saying I'm looking very pleased with myself. Well, I'm having a good old time. Hi to Sue Bowen in Florida, saying I hope your trip is fantastic. I think was would be the operative word, because after the show, it's a quick bite of lunch, perhaps a quick look at some more shops for the wife and daughter, and then off to JFK when we're on our way back to London again. So it's all over for us. We came over Thursday and so had a fairly short stop. Hi to Carol also, who is, I met Carol last night. Carol is, she's a lovely lady actually. Carol comes from Connecticut and she gave me this. She bought me this. I have, for those of you with video, for those of you who haven't got video, just talk amongst yourselves for a couple of seconds. I have got a Connecticut bun warmer. There you go. I know what you're thinking. Shouldn't it have two of those? No, apparently just the one. A Connecticut bun warmer from Carol and her extended family, who are wonderful people and gave me a really good time last night in Manhattan. And it was a pleasure to meet them. And I've got a few other cards and things here which I'll read out in a minute too. Okay? Forgive me if you're a regular and you're wondering why all of a sudden this man is talking all over the music. I'm going to talk even more over this track because I've got to catch up on the forum entries. We've got quite a few people already logged in and saying hello, and I'm behind, so I'm going to say a few hellos to catch up. Hi to Peter G in Winona. Hi to Bob Best in Otsu, Japan, where it's fairly dark and late there now. It's very unusual for me doing this show today at lunchtime for me, because normally it's 5 p.m. in London when I'm doing it, and now all of a sudden I'm doing it in New York City just after midday. Been abandoned by everybody here at the offices. They've all gone over to Starbucks. They will bring me back a coffee, apparently. Hi to KG Pottery, Phoenix, Arizona, in the 80s there. Nice sunny day in New York, I should hasten to add. Hi also to Chris G, who's commented on our lovely banner we have up here on the screen, which makes it look very professional. There are things underway to make sure that we can actually get it up and running in the London studios as well. I think we just don't have enough PCs over there. If you could just see the sea of PCs and screens and monitors around me, it's frightening. It really is. Hi to Mike in Scotland. Hi to Robbie in Germany. And hi to Paula, who sadly couldn't meet last night because she couldn't make it. Hi to Misty Girl. Hi to Dick Bowman. All these people welcoming me to the USA, which is very nice and touching. Hi to Marcus, WNUA guy, who says, "Oh my, an Englishman in New York." Very true. Shelley says, how was my trip over the pond? It was great, actually. We flew Virgin Atlantic, and I don't mind giving them a plug because they're just amazing. I mean, even in economy on Virgin Atlantic, you get an 8-inch screen on the back of your seat, and you get a choice of 54 films, which you can pause, rewind, pick which one you want. Unbelievable. That was Brian Simpson. It's All Good, which we should make our theme tune, really. Although I was choosing, I'm torn between that and Nobody Does It Better by Michael Lington, but That would be more of a personal thing. Peter White, who I saw last Sunday night in England, he was great. This is Caravan of Dreams. That's Peter White and Caravan of Dreams. Still trying to catch up with my hellos. I was just reading the rest of Shelley's post here. She said, who's the good-looking guy in the dark blue jacket who splashed across the video screen a few moments ago? That would have been about 10 minutes ago. That obviously wasn't you, was it? It must have been him. James, you got a dark blue jacket? That'd be your wife. Oh, right. It needs to be you. There you go, Shelley. The good-looking guy in the blue jacket was either James or his wife. We think it may have been James. Oh, dear. Hi also to Steve Starr. Hi, Steve. He brought me some Welsh cakes down to the Pizza Express Club, all those thousands of miles away in Soho last week. Hi to Jan as well. Hi to Kathy M. Young. Says, wants to hear every detail about what you've been doing since you arrived. How we done the Statue of Liberty. You did the Empire State Building. He said pointing to this person you can't see. Also, hi. Robbie says, can we see a few people from the station? Because can we move the camera around? It's difficult for me to move it because it's been very cleverly set up by James, who's the technical man here, and I probably wouldn't get it back in the same place. I was tempted to poke out the window and show you a genuine yellow New York taxi cab a few moments ago, but I resisted the urge. But maybe we'll show. You will be seeing somebody from the station very shortly, but maybe we'll keep you waiting just a little more longer for that. Somebody very important. In Sky terms, he would be God. Yeah, God. So now you know who we're talking about. He's coming on the show. We've got Harry on the show later. my daughter is a dedicated Starbucks Frappuccino fan, so we're just trying to figure out how much Frappuccino Starbucks now owes me, which I will obviously pass on, because personally, not Starbucks itself, of course, just Frappuccino is not my cup of coffee. I'm not used to having a real audience, it's quite unnerving. He lied. Okay, hi to Wobbler in Southend, just to remind me of mud. Hi to Jean H. Now, Jean H sent me a card. Oh, hello. Thanks very much, Jean. Jean's in Michigan. She said, hope your visit here is a good one and much more successful than you ever hoped for. Sorry I can't see you in person. Thank you for all the music you select. You are the best. Prayers and happiness, Jean H in Michigan. And she actually found the right forum today as well. Things are looking up. It's a New York kind of day. JK in Manhattan with Sky.fm Smooth Jazz. George Benson, Al Jarreau and Morning, which isn't here, but if you're listening on the west coast of the USA it is, most definitely. Dick Bowman says, even for a limey you look darn good in NYC, which means I obviously look dreadful in England. I've also got RAFB here, Bob Baker. Hi to Bob. Who's next? Pat Brett, and he's in Austin, Texas. Photo 1, Steve, hi. In Jacksonville. And EP Napi Tapulu in Singapore. Oh, Fendi. Hi, Fendi. I have to just remember it is Fendi. Hi to Pento, who's keeping things warm in West London at the moment. Kathy M. Young says, how is the Marriott Marquee? Well, that will be past tense because we've just checked out. We'll go back for the bags later, but that's about it. What Broadway shows have we seen? Only those from the outside, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately, from my wife and daughter's point of view, fortunately, I'm not really a show kind of guy, to be honest with you. Hi to Tim Wilson. Hi to... Oh, Carol's back again. Enjoying the playlist, obviously. To Wojtek in Poland, saying the music's great as always, and saying hi. Miss Stevens, haven't seen you for a while, New Britain. Alex MX in Tijuana, Mexico. Says nice to see you and hear you again. Well, same here, mate. WNUR guy says, likes the FM banner with JK signature at the bottom. That actually isn't my signature, but if you want to open me a bank account and make that the real one, I don't mind providing you deposit some money in it. I need a lot of dollars because I've got through a hell of a lot. Minerva's popped up again. For those of you who don't know, this is Minerva. Can you see that? This is Minerva. Have no fear, Min is here in spirit. Anyway, that was a little picture I got sent yesterday evening. That is actually Minerva with a Guinness. You can't really see it, but she is. Yeah. She said, oh, that was an open carol. There we go. That's all the people that said hello to me, and I still have my bun warmer. Yeah, you want to meet some of the staff, don't you? Well, we're going to have Gov on in a minute, but James is here. Why don't you meet James? Because James is an Englishman. We'll save Harry for top of the bill. And we'll let this track die into the distance. And I'll do what is unheard of in the world of smooth jazz. I will let this fade out, and I won't start the next track immediately, because that's another thing I normally do, because Harry, him over there, tells me
no dead air.
No dead air.
Never any dead air.
He's actually, for a man who isn't actually a program controller, he's very like a program controller, because they say things like that. So, don't have any dead air at all. Don't speak for more than 30 seconds. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't drink your coffee on air. Hi, James.
Cheers.
You're not like I imagined, because we've conversed over MSN, because that's a very Sky thing to do, isn't it?
That is.
And you better come a bit closer, by the way.
All right.
And it's not that I like you particularly,
okay,
in that way, but you know. And I've forgotten what I was going to say now. Doesn't matter. Yeah, you're not. Oh yeah, you're not quite as I imagined you, because I've seen your picture on your little MSN thing, and you're a bit different to that.
The caricature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had the sort of.
I used to have the goatee.
Yeah, but it was not the normal goatee. It was the sort of I'm really cool goatee.
It was.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
So
now I'm just me.
So you're just you. But you're all right as well, because you're an Englishman as well. Another Englishman in New York, from the south coast.
That's right.
Yeah, they wouldn't know where that was, would they? Well, no, generally,
Sussex.
probably down the bottom bit.
They might have heard of Brighton, though.
Yeah, they might have heard of Brighton.
That's.
Yeah, they might have done, mightn't they? Well, the people in England would have known of know Brighton, obviously, but over here they wouldn't know. But then again, I was talking to Carol last night, and I had no idea where Connecticut was, and it's up there somewhere. That's that. This is James, everybody. For the benefit of Shelley, yeah, he was the good-looking one. But hey, you're in for a real treat next, because we've got Harry coming in a minute, so that'll be cool. Okay, Sky.fm Smooth Jazz, you can go now, James. Sky.fm Smooth Jazz, live from New York City, Manhattan. And you know, I thought I would definitely at some point today say live from London. No, I haven't done it yet. Well, apart from the fact that I've just mentioned the fact that I thought I might say it. But I haven't done it yet. We are grooving on a Sunday afternoon. Coming up next is Gotham. Quickly, for the benefit of anybody who's just recently tuned in, you can watch the show as well as hear it. If you want to see what's going on here live in Manhattan, go to www.sky.fm/live show. That's www.sky.fm/live show to come in the studio and be nice and personal and cosy. Which reminds me, I must say hi to Albert in Milford-on-Sea, who looks in every week, and we'll probably be hoping for a glimpse of his granddaughter any time now, so we need to get her on screen, don't we? And his daughter. As it's that kind of show. like that one, you know. Fat Burger and Grooving on a Sunday Afternoon. Hi to Andre Francis. Says video link is a bit jerky this week. It's in, well, you're in England. Everything's jerky over there. Hi to Big Ronnie as well. Also hi to Mookie. I didn't know Mookie was still around, but she's popped up on Skype and said hi and said, did I move to New York City or something? No, if you paid more attention, Mookie, you'd know what was going on. Okay, time to have our next guest in the chair here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to give a big round of applause. You won't be able to hear it, but do it anyway. Okay, you can do it too.
Hello, everyone.
Harry, this is God. Oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to call you that, am I? The man who is responsible for this. Well, not this, me. I mean, he's responsible for the fact that I'm here.
I hope not.
No, I'm sure I would have known, especially as I'm old enough to be your father. But anyway, the
Great
man
to be
from
here
Sky.
finally on the show.
Yeah, well, I think it's good actually.
I was thinking about calling in one of these times on previous occasions. I thought, nah, I'll just wait it out till I can be on video.
Really?
No,
No,
just making
but but all of a sudden you just thought, yeah, I'm going to go for it.
Sure, why not?
Because you're
always love to say.
You're very much
hello
a
to our
sort.
listeners.
You play quite a low profile, I find.
I used to play a little bit of a higher profile years ago,
Really?
but
We need to go. I guess at some point we need to go through the drill of what it was all about, how it all started. Although I did actually see the history of how it all started when I was trying to find the address of the office on the website the other day and didn't find it. But I did find the history of how DIFM started and gradually became Sky.
right.
And that diary seems to have stopped in January.
I update it from time to time. I think a lot of listeners are probably confused because many don't realize what do you mean by DI.FM. Because we actually happen to have two. Our service is kind of split in two services. There is Sky.fm, which you're on right now, but there's also the sister network DI.fm, which was the original one that I started as a hobby years ago, and this kind of evolved into having more listeners and then into a business now. And so whenever Jimmy mentions DI.fm, just think of it as Sky.fm.
Well,
It's almost the same thing.
We did have James with the DI.FM
Yes.
T-shirt on just a
And
second ago. He
just
will
to
now
show
step
the
back
logo
into frame
here.
because he's had his moment
That's
of fame,
it.
but he wants to have another one.
That's the original one,
Yep.
and that tends to play electronica music out of all things. But down the road, kind of a lot of listeners wanted to hear all other types of music, and we thought not to split up the brand too much. And we decided, hey, we're going to focus on some other music as well besides electronic music, rave music, for some of you people, if you'd like to call it. And basically start all other channels such as classical and smooth jazz when you came along. And
That was very low in your list, wasn't it? Smooth jazz.
yeah. At
an
the
after-
time,
an
of course,
afterthought.
when trance and techno is on your priority list, smooth jazz is very far from your list. Especially what I knew of smooth jazz was pretty much next to nothing when I used to go in, shopping malls or grocery stores.
elevators,
that
yeah,
annoying
yeah.
smooth jazz music would come on, and
Public-
I know my wife likes that stuff, and I would say, please don't play that in the car. I can't stand it. Just turn off the ShopRite music. I can't do it. But then I was really amazed when I had the pleasure to meet you virtually on the internet. It was amazing to hear that your selections kind of wowed me and say, I said, I never heard smooth jazz this good. It's the selections that make the complete difference, and this stuff is amazing. And I think the popularity of the channel really speaks for that, and also your ability to choose the top tracks and entertain people.
I'm feeling humble now. And that
As you should.
that doesn't
I'd
come
like to
very
say, Jimmy is actually an amazing person. He's quite a professional at this stuff, and I think everyone is right when they say this is the best channel there is for smooth jazz.
Oh, I'm all in
But
business.
coming
But-
back,
but-
as long as I'm here in this chair and I can plug things away as kind of the founder of the company. Also, some people might be so hooked on this, then all they do is tune in into smooth jazz.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind me saying that. If you would visit our website, www.sky.fm, you would find that we have an assortment of channels there as well, such as the 70s channel. Would you like to say something about the 70s channel?
Well, apart from the fact that I do that as well. Yeah, I
Jimmy
do
does that as well. If you're into 70s music, he would love to tune in. So just go to our website some other time, not today, not right now especially, and tune into 70s channel, and we have 80s, and we have classical music, roots reggae, everything. And most, if not everything, is top quality. So guys, please tune in.
Go for it. In fact, well, if you've got any questions for Ari, post them up to the forum, and eventually I'll get to them because I'm running really behind. By the way, what is Ari short for?
It means lion in Hebrew.
Does it?
Yes, it does.
Really?
Yes.
So you are the Lion King here at Skydive, aren't you?
I suppose you can say that.
That's really corny. That was so corny, wasn't
It
it?
was. That's okay. That's what you get for picking a name like that.
More from Ari in a second. Here is Bob Baldwin. falling behind with dedication, so I'll do some of those to catch up. That's Bob Baldwin, Never Can Say Goodbye. Hi to, did I say hi to Misty Girl? If I didn't, hello. Hi to Paul Wiley in Norfolk. Hi to Anne in Aussie, who I thought was going to be in the USA. What's the view outside your studio window? not telling you.
Downtown.
What's that?
Downtown Manhattan.
Oh, it is
Financial
down-
district.
It is the financial district,
That's
yes.
what we'll say. Just a few blocks away from Wall Street.
So hi to Bruce Dagnome, who is doing Rocco's CD at the moment, and I think they'll be in the UK either next week or the week after, in which case we'll be having a visit from Rocco. Texican man, I don't know you. You're from San Antonio in Texas. Hi, or howdy would be a more appropriate. Brad says hi, welcome to America, and I think I'm slowly catching up here. When I said you can ask Gary a question, post it on the forum, we'll get to it in about an hour at this rate, because I'm so far behind. Vandenhoof, which is Dennis Vandenhoof in Vancouver, hi to you, hi to Darlene M. Darlene M is on Canada's west coast in Vancouver as well. What's that? Joss. In Wisconsin, hi. It gets very difficult when people have these really weird sort of avatar names and stuff. Hi to Paris, hi to Gregor Hillman in Sweden, and let's see if I can quickly get another one in. Miss Mookie, thank you for coming back and saying hello to us, because we miss you terribly. Hi to Key, who's in Hilversum in Holland, the Netherlands, and Golf Dude as well. Harry, you want to say something?
How about another track?
About us? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm just trying to catch up.
All
I'm
right.
so far behind because
That's okay.
I'm not used to having guests.
You said no
I'm not
dead
used to
air.
I'm not used to having an audience or an alternative location or a banner on the on the bottom of my screen. All these things are new to me. I'm actually reveling in the wonderfulness of it all. We have an announcement to make, don't we, about
yes, we do.
what's coming?
I'll let you take it away.
Well, I've been nagging you for a long time about providing an alternative service for smooth jazz fans, because there are so many of them. And I had this view that it might be a good idea to do a sort of what I called a breakfast mix, but you decided that would be a bad idea. And I said, well, let's call it the morning drive mix, and you said, no, that's also a load of rubbish. So, but the idea is that it's going to be an up-tempo, more sort of fruity, boogie sort of thing. And you finally said yes.
Yes. Not that I have a very clear idea exactly what it is. It's still your specialty.
Right.
And it's not that I said no to a lot of ideas. Just the way it works, there is very much overhead to new services that we add on. Because we'd like them to work well and also extend into our premium subscription end, which has no ads. It just takes physically a lot of overhead on service and capacity. So yes, no meant trying to prioritize. But I think you pretty much convinced me with the amount of listeners we get, thanks to your good job.
That's good.
Okay, whatever Jimmy means by this other jazz he wants to do, okay, let's do it.
We're doing it. So that'll be a few weeks away. And I think the original chat we had was we might do it for subscription people only, but you feel as though we might
we'll try as much as possible to have it available for free as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we have only bandwidth constraints, so we'll have as much as we can fit it without, breaking the bank here.
There you go. So we have an up-tempo stream coming for the stuff that you need to wake you up in the morning, or whatever time of day you feel you need waking up. We're going to have it on our brand new No Name channel, which will be starting in the next few weeks. So stand by for that, smooth jazz fans. You have an alternative choice if you want a different stream with something with a bit more welly to it. How about that? Okay. JK on a Sunday today, live from Manhattan, and at the moment we've got Ari sitting in the chair with me, so we can have a few questions for the boss. Feel free to be as embarrassing as you like. He doesn't mind. Richard Elliott, Mystique. Okay, let me catch up with my dedications here so that we can actually find out if anybody's actually asked Harry a question. Hi to Fleischer, who is says, have you ever visited Florida? Yes, I got married in Florida, in Naples. And the lady I got married to is over there, and I shall point the camera in her direction. You've heard her voice before, and will again. Because she does the Sky drop-in, she also does the Sky promos as well, my wife. All very incestuous. Hi to Nigel, media friendly, says enjoy NY. Peter White was good, wasn't he? Yes, he was, but he didn't play enough from the new album. But probably because he didn't realise that people in the UK might actually know it. Hi to Kang Gichu, otherwise known as Leo Kang, who sounds... Oh, he's in Kenya. I don't think I've ever had a Kenyan listener before. Sorry?
They have internet there?
I still didn't hear that. Do they have internet there? Yeah, they probably do. It's probably quite slow. I see. You've got that. That's very clever. You see, this is the interesting thing, having Harry, who's a bit of a nerd. I mean that in a nice way.
I know.
But he's a bit of a nerd. I mean, he does things on a computer that I didn't do. I mean, the most disturbing aspect of the fact that when we first discussed the Sky Smooth Jazz thing, he sort of interviewed me over MSN for about 3 hours, and we didn't actually speak to each other physically for about another 3 months. By which time we were already doing it, which I thought was very bizarre. So this is the way he operates. But I guess that's probably because I'm ancient, really, by your standards.
Probably, I can't argue there. Yeah. We're a virtual group. I mean, we have the headquarters here in New York, but the way we operate pretty much is we have a dozen or so people doing various channels on Sky, and they are all over the world. Jimi happens to be in London, and we have people in Texas. We have people in the Netherlands. We have people. Just about everywhere, in many other
James
places
over
in
there.
the United States. Well, yeah, James is over there. Yes.
The usual one, yeah. I'm the new one, or the temporary one.
Right.
Yeah,
We have
absolutely.
California, we have Texas, and pretty much all of it is done virtually. Because, we find the talent and the dedicated people. They're not necessarily here in New York. They're all over. And since it's all online, it's an online thing, there is no reason why we can't do this virtually.
Yeah, which we do. I mean, I think it's
that's the
amazing.
way it
Really,
works
I
best.
think it just shows how the whole radio thing is changing.
Well, it's a digital age, people telecommute to work, and why can't we do it that way? I mean, we can even, that's the way we do the live show. Usually when you're in London, we pretty much patch your signal through to New York, through our data center, and voila.
Yeah, which is amazing. Even a dinosaur like me can understand that. It's JK Live on a Sunday, and this particular Sunday, and only this Sunday, well, for the foreseeable future, it's coming live from Manhattan, New York, where normally we do it live from London, and today we're doing it that little bit different. And I think that's quite interesting. Next week I'll be back in the UK, and I'll be talking on the phone to this man. This man is called Alan Hewitt, and thanks to Smooth News, he'll be calling into the studios next week. again is Alan Hewitt, and Metropolis. He's live on the phone, hopefully, next week when I'm back in London, when we have a phone, which we don't at the moment. So a few questions have popped through, one of which was, which I thought was quite good. When can you get some Sky.fm coffee mugs? And I did say to you, nag Harry, because if you want your mugs, nag Harry.
Yes, he did. We'd ship him out really soon, but Santa said he's a little busy for the season. But no, really, we have a lot going on, and that's one of the things we'd love to do. And there's really no good reason why we haven't done it already, other than we were busy. But hopefully very soon we'll try to get some merchandise. Well, the thing about it really is, if you want to get into it deeper, there are places like cafepress.com that can do this thing for you, but we played around with it, and the merchandise that comes out doesn't always look very good, to say the least.
No, you did tell me this, because I said to him, what
right.
about Cafe Press?
So,
he said, no, they're not good
I'm
enough.
the kind of person that I really want it to be good once it comes out. I don't want people to get a mug and then it falls apart, or a T-shirt that you twice or twice and then it's not as good. So